I think if you look at the Oscars, in the last 5, 7, maybe 10 years, the most interesting section is actually the foreign language film section. And true, interesting stories are coming from abroad. How important is it for something to be authentic? How important is it to be local for local?
For us, we always think, is this a story that we would like to tell, and does it really represent us? Is it interesting? And who's behind it? How we can, is it commercial for us? But it's always the story, and is it authentic? We really don't think about, will a non-Saudi like it? We first think about, will Saudis really like it, and will they believe it?
And I think for all of us, none of us come into a market or a region saying, this is our story and you have to take it. It's much more, how do we tell a story together? And then sometimes they travel, sometimes they don't, but as long as it works authentically. So I think all of us work very much with local partners.
Because they know what it is that their audiences want to see. I've only just now opened our eyes to that. And I think all the local audiences always knew it, but now the game is going up and they're just making better and better films everywhere.
And I think there's a lot of similarity between the Saudi market and culture and what we've experienced in Brazil, because it's such a big country, it's such a big internal market. Being a local success is huge. You don't have an obligation to be successful internationally when you're in a market as big as ours. Local success first, always, especially in this day and age when buyers are very short-term strategy driven, and the strategy is subs next quarter, and that's it, basically. So obviously local success first, finding your audience, building your audience. I think IP is a huge part of pre-marketing.
When a sales agent takes out a whole bunch of foreign films, it used to be that they only wanted the artsy ones. So they would only take, so everybody's experience of foreign films were very artistic. Whereas now there are commercial films that are non-English language that are actually breaking through, but it's a whole new thing that I think people never really even knew existed before.
Squid Game was not really built for an international audience. It needed to work locally, and then the algorithm happened to see how it worked through. So,
by the way, then it becomes a global hit, and when it becomes a global hit, it changes the company in Korea. It allows them to go and do a lot more, and that's obviously the advantage of something becoming global. But yeah, they wanted to make they made an authentic Korean show that suddenly was eaten up alive by the rest of the world.
But also I think it's very important for local producers to kind of hold their ground and say, no, I know this is typically how you guys do it, but this is a different market, and I know my people, and this is how we tell our stories here, and these are the parts that are actually interesting. Oh yes, there's ways that has worked in the past for you, but I think there are ways and new ways that we can do, especially now that this is emerging, so it needs to be emerging in every single way. And even in the way we tell stories.
Because the world is diverse, right? There's people of all types, and I think that's something that we need to champion. It really is in the DNA of this panel to really look at the best way to tell a story. Yeah.